10 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Warlock.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes.
Hero and has very long cooldowns. I would have loved to have seen Solo play something that's more fight oriented and can constantly be doing that without having to wait for the chaotic offering. That being said, though, I think I still favor this Magnus PA over OG's single core Sven that they're running this game.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the power of Sven, but then we've also seen the power of PA Magnus. I mean, what's essentially happening is that no one's giving one of his spells to PA, then PA has an extra spell compared to Sven, who has to use up one of his spells for Great Cleave. You know, that's basically the easy way to think about it. But of course, then you've got Magnus, and we'll see how this guy does in the lanes. I mean, that's what Lizard was worried about. How are these lanes going to go? And I think that's really going to come down to individual performances, especially looking at the bottom lane, as we have a lot of heroes turning up for this one. It does look like the Pantheon should probably go to the way of OG, but the stun comes down onto the Shadow Demon. He's in some trouble. Zayat, he's going to go down for sure here. Gets frozen solid and taken down. And they'll even look across to get a bit of harassment onto Solo as well, as 404 well and truly get their pickles tickled coming out into this first minute of this game.
Oh, No-Tail already getting that first blood. It's going to have so much sustain available for this bottom lane. Actually buying a Basilius instantly, so they're gonna have a lot of mana regen in this bottom lane. The Stormhammer and the Cold Feet spam, it's gonna be real.
Wow. Yeah, that's something we haven't seen too much of, as they're immediately going aggressive again here, looking at Zayat's a two-man stun along with the Cold Feet onto the Shadow Demon. Gonna come up again, he's dead for a second time.
And he has no TP.
Oh no, walk of shame for him. Definitely no Strider Pride as he heads down to the bottom lane on foot. This is no one's game. His lane is going to look incredibly difficult from this point onwards, I'm sure.
He's the one who's going to suffer from that. But it looks like there is a double range creep pushing into OG. Maybe he can use the momentum from that to get a creep or two before Zayak actually gets to the bottom lane. But good start from Saksa, just playing with 3 heroes, utilizing that tag team very well. Much better when there's 2 other heroes in the lane than just playing with your offlaner only. And in the meantime, Elder Titan, like Seb, he really wasn't pressured up at all by the Warlock and the PA. Warlock is just not that kind of hero, especially if he skills Fatal Bonds level 1. If he has a Shadow Ward, maybe he could have hurt the other Titan, but if you use a Shadow Ward, you're just going to be pushing the lane, and that's exactly what a solo ET would want.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Saxa read, right? Like, he read this draft and said, right, I mean, their safe lane is light slaps. It's not going to do anything to an Elder Titan. It's PA, it's Warlock. These heroes have no kill potential level 1. I'm fine to just leave Seb alone, and he's going to be absolutely fine to chill out by himself. Now, let's have a look over towards his middle lane briefly, as we have Topson versus Sumail. It is Tiny versus Puck. And so far, so good for Topson. He is in control of this lane. Tiny, he's not doing too badly. He's got the lane pushing under his tower, so pretty even to start things off.
Yeah, Sumail is just focused on getting his farm, his levels up, and getting these power runes to rotate onto the side lanes. He's going to be the #1 space maker, but also the hero who needs to protect the jungle and the mid tower. So he's got a lot of work to do in this game, so he doesn't want to throw that away by dying to tops in mid or anything like that, because it's very difficult to kill a Puck mid as a Tiny this early in the game.
Yeah, and the harassment coming out from Topson is pretty severe, sending Sumail back time and time again, but now he has that bottle. Should be able to hold his own a little bit better in this middle lane. I imagine it's going to be a slight advantage for Topson, but we'll see what happens when the runes start to spawn. That's when things are really going to heat up in the middle of this map.
Yeah, really looking forward to next patch and some kind of change regarding these power runes. especially.
Just about gets away here. He was very, very close to getting caught out by the cold feet, but doesn't quite connect with the stun in time, so Zant is going to survive that one. But yeah, you reckon there's going to be a change to runes?
Oh, most definitely. I'm pretty sure all the mid laners, their #1 complaint about the mid lane is going to be this 50-50 4-minute power rune, which is just so game-changing. I think we saw yesterday where in a matchup, one hero was winning by 10 last hits and like 5 denies or something, and then 4-minute rune spawns and boom.
Well, top lane solo. Look at these right clicks. That's insane.
That
They take him down. Their slap. And then moving on to Ramses as well. Ramses does not want to fight into these two heroes, but they certainly want to fight into him. I mean, that was Seb with the Astral Spirit 2 points, and then Saxa with a singular point in tag team. But man, Solo was not ready for that one.
Now, he also has 2 points into natural order on Elder Titan. So really wanting that minus armor onto the opponent. The Echo Stomp not even being skilled up yet. He had plus 90 damage from that Astral Spirit.
Terrifying. Terrifying. Keep away from the Elder Titan. So pretty good advice, I think, in this game. They're actually looking to maybe get a bit of aggression onto Ramses here, or just chase him off the lane seems to be... Yeah, finally get to that point in Blur, helping out a lot.
So good. Like, PA is actually one of the better heroes against ET for sure, just because of the Blur, and you can just Phantom Strike out if the Echo Stomp is coming in as well.
Meanwhile, at bottom, we got a little bit of mischief going on. Oh, it's actually Sumail at mid gets chased, but down at bottom, they tried to come in and interrupt this stack. They did manage to get a couple of the creeps with a couple of shadow poisons, but they're also chased off as well, with no one trading a lot of HP for that one as well. I'm going to be super happy about that.
Bounty runes. This is what Error wanted to move into the jungle for, so they can try to zone out OG, but OG are bringing both mid one and no tail for this rune here.
It looks like it should be 2 for 2. Maybe not those if Saxa can go and get this these 2 bounty runes at bottom. Yeah, Solo's definitely not going to go for it. It's too dangerous.
Solo.
They go on to Solo here. Once again, the tag team with Seb just smacking away at the Warlock. He's gone once again. The old man can't survive up in this top lane against Seb and Saxa, as this right-click duo is just doing way too much work.
Yeah, and not only that, this lane is constantly pushed into Seb too. So Ramses, he's not feeling very comfortable farming up here. I mean, he's got like pretty much the same last hits, but there's a difference between getting all the last hits and how much you have to like work for it, right? He's working really hard for every single one of them right now.
He is indeed, as they make the aggressive play onto him. Solo gives him an opportunity to blink strike himself away to safety. But yeah, there's so much pressure on the PA compared to the Sven, who's doing the pressuring himself as they look again for the kill onto no one. No one is going to be able to get out of the range of the cold feet, but that's going to be it down at bottom. Once more, OG keeping control of this bottom lane.
Mid, Coil, onto Sumail.
Oh, Tiny, in jump. Saxa's coming in as well. They've got that tag team. Is it going to be enough to bring down Sumail? Looks like it will be. He's going to drop. And that's a nice rotation in from Saxa, utilizing the timing of Thompson's level 6 to get a kill onto the Tiny. Domination across the board from OG right now.
Yeah, Thompson not opting for the bottle. He went for an Urn on Puck. Raindrop, 2 nulls. Very interesting build. I have not seen an Urn Puck. That's for sure. We've seen it be very trending in the offlane, but for a mid laner to buy Urn, who's not a Void Spirit.
Zayat, he's going to be okay. He's got himself some
mid one
now, but mid one's seen these stacks. He wants them. He wants them right now. 6 minutes in, and he's going to try and take these stacks.
This is a little bit risky if Sumail actually walks here. Yeah, Mido's just going to have to get away. He got the little ancients, but the big ancients are still up.
And now the banishment out onto No Tail. Sumail's on top of him. Has the Avatos combo of those. That's getting pretty low in the meanwhile. Sumail will finish the job. That's limping away from that one. But yeah, they do end up losing some for that one. Very, very greedy from OG.
He gets a free kill too. Yeah, this is very optimistic. Gosh,
Solo trying to TP out at top, gets interrupted by the snowball of Saxa, and now Saxa's going to try and chase him down into the trees. Seb looking to cut him off here. He's burning a decent amount of time. He's got that Shadow Word on him, so it's healing him up, but he is inevitably going to die as he runs out of trees to run through, and now Seb and Saxa just go to pound town on poor old Solo in the trees here once again, taking down the Warlock. That'll be death number 3 from him.
Sumail, he's trying to see if he can get some kind of rebuttal kill here, but They're pretty tanky.
Maybe. Avatos onto Saxa. He's going to throw down the snowball and try and buy himself a bit of time as Seb comes in, goes in with right clicks onto Ramses. But Saxa will fall. Nice little crit from Ramses. Gets him that kill. Seb's still chasing. Does he have anything to grab him with? Doesn't look likely as he throws down the stomps. The side sets it nicely. He might be looking here. Tiny as another crit dagger comes through from the PA. Seb slowly being whittled away at. Sumail doesn't have enough mana for the combo, unfortunately, so won't be able to get the kill onto Seb. So they will high five and run away.
High five and run away. Yeah, he doesn't have a magic stick or mangoes, so just out of bottle charges as well. Sumail making rotations very early on already. Not stay mid, trying to farm into a puck. That means Thompson has just had an absolute free lane for the past 2.5 minutes. He has more lasses than the Sven does.
Oh, bottom lane. RP comes down from no one to stop the kill from coming out onto him. And now Zayas also using the disruption just to slow down this God Strength Sven. But they're still going to look for this disruptor and, Shadow Demon. And they will indeed find him, I imagine. One more right click needed from mid one. He's got the speed. He's got the damage. I'll take him down. Oh, hey there, Ancients. Remember me? Back we go. Take down those big boys.
He just made them weaker earlier on so he can take them the second time around. Interesting. That was the real plan. Yep. 4K gold lead for OG already. This is huge right now.
Oh, they're fighting Solo again at top. Oh no, Solo's been found in the trees. Oh god.
Bottom two.
Warlock gets wrecked. Yeah, he's gonna drop.
So the PA has now realized staying top is just so detrimental for his team. Already rotating bottom to the Magnus. They got that level 3 in power ready. So the PA can start farming pretty quickly. I wonder if he's going to go for the Mask of Madness on Ramses first, or he's just going straight Desolator. We will definitely see him skipping Battle Fury. You're not going to want to buy that item when you have a mag on your team.
No, you certainly do not. Desolator is definitely on the cards considering she's got the Blightstone already, but we'll see which direction she wants to go, Mask of Madness or Desto. It's going to be the option. So...
Thompson. Now he's actually moved into the enemy jungle and just trying to take some camps away from Error side, but PA is obviously playing in the triangle area bottom. That ancient take OG did was pretty big because that was pretty much PA's like recovery farm that she was looking for.
Poor old Zayats gets dropped by Thompson, just using the coil to set up for the AA blast from No-Tail. Really nice little combo and just kind of securing some nice easy kills for the puck as Thompson really starts to roll through this game right now. This net worth chart is not looking good for 404.
Anyone just gonna take top tower. They're starting to open up the map on OG now. They're done killing heroes.
Yep, time to make some moves as we move into middle lane. No-Tail could be in some trouble. No one might get frozen solid here. Coming on forwards. There's a double TP coming across though as the Skewer actually drags one back trying to save Ramses. Ramses is trying to get out of the snowball range. RP's going to get down, but it's not enough as No-Tail's going to be able to finish the job and gets no one as well. Getting the double for the AA at mid. Wow, that feels good. That's a worthwhile death.
That feels so good for OG. I think Ramses expected no one to actually use the RP, so the apparition can't get the ulti off. But because of that Ice Blast right on top of Ramses' face, like it just made it so hard for him to get away. He lost all of his health. Couldn't use his magic wand either. Should have just been a very clean kill onto No-Tail, who is level 7.
Yeah. None of these kills looking very easy for 404 at this point. They'll just have to rely really heavily on Ramses' farming ability with his empower to catch up in this game, but they've got a lot of catching up to do. 7k gold advantage now at the 12-minute mark.
Yeah, these lanes just went so horribly for Error. And you can see, like, this Warlock just didn't pay off at all, especially while it was being last picked. Look, Thompson's actually insane, just farming in the back lines here, even though mid tower's alive. No problem.
Sumail, he's in trouble once again. In comes that Ice Blast. They will throw down the golem, but it's too late to save Sumail. He's going to go down. Meanwhile, Saxa trying to run himself away, but the slow is too big. Or is it? The skewer comes out from no one, and Saxa might actually escape. Never mind. Okay, there goes the ultimate from the Warlock. Meanwhile, there's Seb's Meteor Hammer coming on down to Solo. They're trying to save him, but they're not going to be able to. He's going to lose his life as well. Another hero dead, and another tower looks like it's going the same way as well as Mid One arrives. Pops that Godstring, just starts destroying this tower. He's got himself an Echo Saber and a Mask of Madness. There is no stopping this Sven.
It's an absolute beast. Tower's still gonna be alive though. Tiny is has revived, so
There is some
they
top
still have that.
tower.
But 8k goal lead on OG. This is crazy.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not sure if we've seen another game like this big of a lead, but I still feel like Error still have that, you know, PA Magnus.
Possible as the Tiny gets jumped right now. Zayat's going to try and help him out with the disruption, but when he comes back down, he's going to have this big angry spell on his face, although out of God Strength, meaning he's not doing a ton of damage, but it's going to be enough to bring down Samael. Zayat's also going down to the rest of OG. Another two heroes going their way. 404, just kind of
Coil, though.
giving away a bit too much. There's the Coil, there's the Ice Blast. Once again, going to miss. Doesn't make a difference as they'll bring down no one regardless, and they look forward onto the Warlock as well. They are just chain feeding at this point as OG just keep on getting more and more kills in the middle lane. Maybe they can bring down Saxa here as Ramsey's in the neighborhood, but mid one comes across. They throw down their cold feet and the RP, dragging them back under the tier 3 tower. Is that going to be enough to stop OG? They'll turn around onto Saxa. Saxa surely will fall here. Ramsey gets a little bit low, but lands a crit, gets the kill, and they will at least kill the Saxa Tusk. But man, it's such a small consolation prize considering how much they just lost.
This is actually insane. OG just don't even care about the PA. They just like run down mid. You see a hero, you just coil them or snowball on them or stun them with the Sven. Just keep going. Just kill whoever's there. Error, you know, they're trying to hold these towers, but it's so difficult because it's not even the towers that OG is looking for. It's actually the heroes. So it's making it very easy for them, for OG to get these kills. Mag having to buy back now. Desolator almost complete on the PA. Maybe just with this one Deso, they can try to build something up. But they have to use it. They have to use this Desolator to get like a kill or two and try to play from there on the side of Error. Because 10k gold lead, 14 minutes into the game. This is absolute insane lead they have right now.
Yeah, it's a lot for them to make a comeback of champions, but Dessa picked up on the PA, but meanwhile Samael getting jumped once again here. Thompson's on top, setting him up for the Ice Blast. Down he goes, reduced to rubble. Meanwhile, Solo on the run, but mid-one's coming straight, and on top of him, the Warlock's going to fall as well. Denied to a neutral creep at the very least, but a small silver lining to a hideous series of events once again. At least the PA's
Ramses?
farming. Uh-oh.
They don't have a coil though.
No. Ramsey should get away, right? Meanwhile, Notel gets yet another kill down in the bottom lane with mid one. They are really wanting Ramses here. My goodness, Thompson's on the high ground. He's going up into the enemy base. Surely they're not getting this kill. Thompson keeps going. He's not giving up. He's under the tier 4s. Jesus Christ. Thompson, he's maybe bitten off more than he could chew here. He's in the enemy base right now. Orb going to come across. Is he going to jump off to it? No, he's not. Trying to bait him out. The skewer's going to drag him back in. Surely he did. He's still looking for Ramsey. The A+ is going to catch him. Oh my god, they get the kill anyway. Oh no, he was just a ward for the Ancient Apparition this whole time.
Wow, that is okay. That was completely worth it for OG. Like
Filthy.
even though Thompson was in their base and he died, even though they have such a big lead, but the PA died in return, right? If the PA doesn't die, then it's a problem. But if the PA is dead, she's not going to be farming. She's going to be stuck at this items for a while. Meanwhile, mid one just having a jolly old time, about to finish and assault Kiraz in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not really looking at the net worth chart anymore. I'm just going to ignore the gold in this game. Might make things feel a little bit closer.
Yep. Samael, he has not been able to find a game either right now. He still wants to finish his Blink Dagger, but he's constantly getting ran at.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much the first line of defense for Error, so he has to be the one who's taking the hits.
Oh boy, and a hit he shall take once more as Saxa punches him up into the air, killing him off yet again. This is some crazy KDAs at this point. I mean, this poor old Tiny is 1-5-2. He is not having a game. Meanwhile, No Tail, the Giga Chat No Tail, is 9-3-6 on this Ancient Apparition. That is ridiculous.
Hey, it all started with that first blood, right? Off to a great start already, no tail. And then that bottom lane was so dominant for them, constantly spamming spells out thanks to the Ring of Basilius from the position 5 after getting that first blood. And then the dieback as well, that kind of ruined bottom lane. Then top lane, the Warlock PA, the Warlock just kept dying nonstop, wasn't really able to provide any help for the PA
Yeah, it was a delicate laning phase, and as the panelist said, you know, it was going to be a little bit too hard for 404 to be able to come through on this one. And now Roshan's going to go the way of OG as well. No contest from 404. They might know what's going on. They don't really care. There's nothing they can do about it. Fighting is just not an option for this team right now. They must wait, and they must try and just survive this mountain of gold which OG have. And hopefully they can find some sort of window to take this game back, but it's looking less and less likely by the second.
Here to tower top taken. Looks like they want to try to bring Error back into the base. They do have the Aegis, but without God Strength up, this could be a little bit questionable.
Yeah, 3 seconds left on it. It's not gonna last.
Ramsey's keeping back already. He wants to start slowing some heroes down. Delaying this retreat from OG. Solo.
OG, oh, okay, that's Coil coming down onto 2 here. AA Blast gonna come through as well. The disruption onto himself to stop him taking the damage, but Solo won't quite be so lucky. Buying back now has the Golem as they jump in on this one. No one. Look for the RP. Lands out onto both the Sven and the Puck, and they're gonna try and use that opportunity to go some extra kills. Ramsey's jumping onto Saxa, trying to take him down as Samel's already been dropped. Ramsey's desperately trying to find the kill. Will be able to get at least one as Saxa gets finished off by the dagger off Ramsey's, but meanwhile on the front lines, I mean, Seb and Midwell just go into town as Snowtail grabs another kill. They take down Solo for the second time, and now they look onto the high ground. Zayat's gonna have to disrupt himself to keep himself alive. Thompson, he's being silly once again as they kill off Zayat. So now under the tier 4, they just call it. They just call it. They are done. There's nothing left in the tank for 404. They decide, you know what, guys, this lanes, they weren't great. Reset, rinse and we'll go again. We want a game 2, and that's what going to be what happens here. That was dirty.
Oh my